Just as simple as that. Welcome back. This person wants to talk to me. You've been through a lot. Maybe you should just take a break. It's only been 35 minutes. Shut up. Okay. Rosalina was better than you. Last time...
Rosalina's a waifu. Why would it not? Why would she not be better?
True. Last time we rambled about, how Nintendo stopped caring about being family-friendly in, like, the N64 GameCube era.
I still hold up that it was the SNES era where, like, they got so much shit for the Mortal Kombat thing that they just fucking said, fuck you.
Yeah. ESRB was formed in 1994, I think. Or was it 93?
One of the major, like, things that led to the ESRB thing was literally the Mortal Kombat 2 thing.
Yeah. Sega had their own age rating system, and I remember, during the court hearings, then President Nintendo said Night Trap will never come out on Nintendo consoles.
That's because Nintendo, that was one of the few times Nintendo actually doubled down on the family-friendly image. Yeah. Specifically so they could throw Sega under the bus.
25 or so years later, Night Trap is on the Switch. We played it on the Switch. It's a game.
It's not very good.
It's a bad game, I'll say that.
I don't even remember. Like, it was... I'm pretty sure it was, like, with me, right?
Yeah, it was with you. It's like in June 2021. We had to wait for it to install. We played something else in the meantime.
What was that day's game again?
We played Star Wars Fallen Order first.
Oh!
I played Angry Birds to pass the time, and then we played Portal.
Yeah, it was back when we were playing Portal.
Yeah. Will we ever finish it?
No.
Good question. Good answer.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be honest here. I don't want to have to turn on that PS3 ever again.
Yeah. If I buy it on Switch and we play it on there, we'll probably just do the co-op, if anything. If you ever want to see that again, let us know in the comments.
Do we even get comments? We're lucky to get views. I don't think we even get comments.
On occasion. Not often, but it happens. Huh. Speaking of which, this series has been doing pretty well in views. Episode 1 is like 30 views.
Well, that's pretty well in views.
Yeah, pretty well by
our standards.
Our standards, yeah. Huh. So yeah, the weirdest shit gets the most views.
That or things like Danganronpa.
That or things like Danganronpa, yeah. I mean, Danganronpa Let's Plays are popular. To be fair.
I'd like to believe that, like, people look at the Danganronpa playthroughs here and, like, are in this channel and then, like, see things like this and say, yeah, sure, I'll watch it. And then they hear that you're with somebody else and they're wondering, where's Jonathan?
Did you not read the channel description? Is what I have to say.
And all I can say is, I'm surprised you even care enough about Jonathan to even bring him up.
Yeah.
Sure, he's probably a substantial amount of, like, the reason people view those Danganronpa videos.
Maybe.
But that doesn't change the fact that it's Jonathan.
People were probably wondering that throughout a majority of 2021 where he was in Arizona.
Or better yet, people probably look at our, like, Mario Party playthroughs and play through and see it and think, man, these guys must really hate Jonathan.
Oh, no, we just like touching them. He's just our bullying target at this point.
The thing about Jonathan is, he's not consequential enough to actually hate.
He's just dumb. Well, all of us are to an extent, but...
He's just kind of the one that embodies some of the negative traits of autism.
He's special.
We all are. It's just that he embodies the worst of it.
We could say that. We all embody different parts of it. That's our slogan. No, it's not. I know
it could.
I know it sounds like fucking hard to believe that 4 people on the same channel all have autism, but believe me, it's true.
We literally, most of us met in an autism class.
Yeah. Actually, I did not meet Jonathan in that.
No. Said most of us.
Yeah. I met Steven in that.
Then there's Anime Club. Jonathan and I were both part of Anime Club.
Yeah.
So was Kevin.
I remember last time Kevin was over, he theorized that Jonathan is still pulling the strings behind the Anime Club, behind the scenes.
I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Motherfucker somehow managed to get
JoJo.
Which is wrong in all sorts of ways. I tried to get JoJo played. The teacher gave me so much shit for that.
Well, I guess they changed their minds.
Assholes.
It really says a lot.
Granted, it might just be because the transfer of power was really negatively done.
Yeah. Going up.
I remember that during my final year, I was essentially all but in charge of it, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's because there was essentially a fairly bad argument going on between the rest of the leadership and the new leadership.
And then they just gave it to Jonathan. And everything was in peace. I don't know what else to say.
All I'm gonna say is Jonathan fucking paid off the teacher.
I think they considered showing a Persona anime in there, but that didn't go through. At some point. Gotta kill Yoshi. I can't kill Yoshi. Yeah, I can. Fuck you. Or at the very least, someone, I think it was you, were discussing, showing the scene in Persona 4 anime with, where they play that King's game or whatever. Back when you were in high school.
No, I think what I was trying to do was, show the funny moments of that show.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember if that was me or not. Because it sounds like something I do, but I don't remember actually bringing up Persona 4.
Yeah, but...
What I do remember is that, the fact that, after essentially a year of not being there, after I'd taken over, I brought back Nichijou.
I don't know what that is.
It's a comedy anime. There was a couple of traditions that were essentially in place from my first 2 years. That the previous leadership held up. Then the leadership from my third year took over, and they were essentially newbies for the most part. I'd been in the club long before them, right?
Yeah.
And they basically didn't really feel the need to do that kind of stuff. But they were also the most family-friendly leadership. Have you noticed?
I know they showed My Hero Academia.
They were very normal, yeah.
Yeah. Which is how I learned about that anime's existence. It doesn't really help at the start watching the view. Yeah. They really should have shown a hentai as a prank on April Fool's Day. That would have been the perfect senior prank.
You see, the thing is, I wouldn't put Jonathan to have done something like that, because I swear he would be the type of person to just roll up on one day and then just randomly throw on Boku no Pico.
Yeah. I watched that. In my...
Why would you do that?
I wanted to see what all the fuss was about, and
pedophilia.
I kind of regret it. Well, kind of regret it. I do regret it.
The fuss was about pedophilia.
Yeah. Don't be pedophiles, kids. Well, what am I saying? Don't be pedophiles in general. Just don't.
Do you not need...
Oh, there it is. The star. You were saying?
It just why haven't you been looking up there?
I don't know. I was a dumbass.
But yeah, I feel like on some level,
What the hell?
our teacher didn't really trust me.
I had to fight with the teacher over to get me out of the class we even met in. That lasted a whole semester. And then the second my dad, like, joined my side, they just gave up and let me have my way. Which I guess would say a lot.
And she was nice and all, but like, I do get the feeling, considering how heavily she came down on me in most of my decisions, that she straight up did not trust me at all.
I would be surprised if she trusted me. I would be surprised if any of the teachers trusted me, actually.
Like, she literally stopped JoJo, like, at the end of the first episode because she was like, this is too violent.
Yeah.
And all I can think is, no, it's not!
You clearly haven't seen Attack on Titan.
We actually did show Attack on Titan the year before. Like, I don't think it was the year before, but it was definitely the year before that. We showed the first episode that had people dying.
Well, some people. Apparently the dress code over at school has been abolished. So.
They got so much more freedom ever since we fucking left.
Yeah. I've been graduating for like 2 years now, and the more I hear about it, I'm like, what the hell has happened?
What the fuck's... Why do you guys get all this freedom?
I mean, well, in my, most of my classes, not all of them, I could just go on my phone and the teacher would literally not care at all.
Yeah. I spent a lot of my first 2 years on my phone.
40 stars.
And my other 2 years.
Yeah.
The difference here is that I actually managed to pass my classes right there.
I barely managed to pass my classes. I almost failed the English class all 4 years I was in there. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't be a writer.
I'm just very fucking lazy.
Yeah. And I had to graduate in 2020, which is the year everything shifted to remote learning. Which was, well, I like to call hell.
Kevin called it hell too, I think.
Yeah. It was not easy, yeah, it just made things more stressful. But, I made it. Barely. I was this close. I was seriously considering dropping out, but I was able to get my diploma. So, there's that. There was this one kid I knew since freshman year who was like 2 years ahead of me, and even in senior year he was still in school there. Thought that was kind of weird. I also met him in that autism class, funnily enough.
Which, person?
His name was Ted.
Oh, Ted. Whereas Kevin calls him Tedophile.
Yes, I remember the Tedophile story. Yeah.
He was still there?
Yeah, he was still there even in my senior year. I would still see him in like the hallways.
Pretty sure he was the same grade as me.
Yeah. Is he still there is the real question.
Pretty sure at a certain age they have to they had to throw him into Redwood.
Probably, yeah. They just gave up. I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I probably just laughed, even if that's a bit rude to me. But it is what it is.
Well, he was dating a freshman as a senior, so...
Yeah, that's a yikes.
There's a reason why I can't call him Tedophile.
I do remember one day in high school, Kevin was pulled out of class for some reason, and then when he went to me and when he came back, he was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm autistic." I'm like, okay. Because that day he was also assigned that one class, effective next week or not immediately, but
I'm pretty sure they basically had him marked as a flight case because they'd already marked me down as someone with autism.
Boy. Yeah, that's all I have to say. When I first went into that class, it was in my first day of high school, so I was there since the beginning. Well, it was an even more, trying to put this nicely, less intelligent version.
Yes. Back when being autistic meant you were the special class.
Yeah, but then my dad realized this ain't gonna work, so they swapped me out to a version that was every day, like days later, not even a week, I think. And I was like, is this really better though? Well, to the most part, the people there were slightly more intelligent, but not a lot. And then Steven transferred in second semester in, and he was like, I think I was the first new person he talked to. Can you?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Like, I'm gonna be honest here, I don't really remember those days.
I do. I try not to. Yeah. Well, Steven transferred in and we, like, bonded instantly, I guess. And now here we are. That was 5 years ago, what the hell? Where did the time go? The Switch wasn't even out then.
That's what I ask myself every year.
The Switch wasn't even out then. Yeah. Where did the time go?
Hell. The time went to hell.
I guess that's fair. That class was, also hell. Slightly warmer because there was no air conditioning.
I love how I'm pretty sure the only classes that had air conditioning in our entire school were in the Digital Arts Academy.
Yeah. I do remember one time in that, I also had a study skills class in there, which, if you didn't know, that's where you can do your homework in class. Same classroom.
I ended up getting that class in my final year.
Yeah. I had it in, like, second period. For those that didn't know, study skills, you can do your homework in class, because, the teacher doesn't think you're... the school doesn't think you're bright enough to do it at home. Which, to be fair, they were right.
To be fair, they were right in the assumption that I wouldn't do it at home.
I did.
I'm basically physically incapable of caring about doing my homework at home.
Yeah. But I remember one time the teacher was trying to get something, and they accidentally knocked down the entire power for the entire B-wing, I think it was called. So they were like, whoops. That was a fun day. And once I got assigned to junior year, I was just so done with it that I would just willingly ditch it, and they would not care. Like, they would encourage me to show up, but no matter how much convincing they did, I wouldn't budge. Even after they brought in a whole Switch just for me, I still said no. And after that, they gave up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Pretty sure you're meant to climb up to the top of the tower.
I see. I'll go this way. That work? Probably not. I see what you're supposed to do. Got it. Oh boy. Gravity switchers. I have a lot of stupid stories I could tell from that class, but asking where to start is like a whole nother... I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I'll have to really think on it. Is my phone going off? Yeah, it is. Oh, I do remember, this is annoying. I do remember, like, one of the earliest parts in that class is that we had to do, like, a presentation about, some real-life person or something. Someone tried to do Kim Jong-un, but they had to be talked out of it. They really should have kept it, damn it. The reasoning was too controversial. Which, okay. I forget who I did. Did I even do anyone? No, I didn't. Did I?
Or wait, are you talking about... Was this in SAC?
Yeah, that class.
Wasn't that the one where I did Miyamoto?
Yeah. I did it twice. I don't remember who I did both times.
Camden was in SAC too.
Yes. And,
You should probably bring him up.
yeah.
The closest thing to a fifth uneven buddy. Because he's in both of our Discords and like the most active member.
Yeah. I guess. Alright, now I have to get that power star. Closest thing, huh? People from all sorts of grades were there. It wasn't just one grade. If you were stupid, you were in there. No exceptions. Unless you pestered them enough to get you out of there. Which, what I've heard, I'm not the only case that has done so.
I just kind of rolled with it. It was way too easy for me, so...
I didn't like it, because... I didn't like it. So, I tried.
That actually did help me. Mostly because I finally started to understand some social cues. Why the fuck is there a fly?
That's a good question.
This is why you don't leave the door open.
It'll fly out.
It won't.
Will it?
What's a prankster comment again?
It's a speed run. I get my speed running skills. It's not gonna bother you too much, right?
I hate flies so goddamn much.
Well, I don't hear it anymore. Alright. 2.5.
I do.
I hear it. Where are you? I don't see it.
Anyways, like, getting back to SAC, because this is apparently turning into a SAC therapy session.
We need therapy from that. Wow. I still have not I still have not mentally recovered from that. I still have
like I mentioned, the class was helpful for me.
Oh, now I hear it. Oh, I see you. Oh, I hit it.
It's the first time I've ever seen anyone actually hit one of these motherfuckers.
What do you know? I guess I should close that door. And maybe turn on the AC, that might be a good idea. Wait, no, it's unplugged, that's right. Because recently, whenever we leave it plugged in, it makes a weird buzzing noise, so...
Maybe you should clean it up or something like that.
That would be a smart idea. Wait. Damn it.
Like, kind of goes out of his way to try and clean ours up every once in a while.
Yeah, I'll look into it. Definitely. Yeah, it makes that noise. Anyways,
let me just lower the temperature on this thing so that it can actually
take effect.
Yeah.
Anyways. Going back to SAC. Sounds drawn out of context, but believe me, it's that was the abbreviation.
Yeah. What other people was in that class that I can remember?
I know there was a largely uneven gender ratio.
There's a lot of boys.
Yeah, because apparently girls aren't that stupid.
that or because of the fact that they went out of their way to try and find people by figuring out who was good at social cues, and girls kind of naturally are better at social cues than boys.
That is true. A lot of them were not on the best terms with me, I will say that. I'm pretty sure I ticked off at least like 90% of those.
Pretty sure you've ticked off most of the people.
Yeah.
Like, I was on fairly good terms with Emily for the most of the semester.
I've known at least 10 Emilys in my existence.
I remember because she she and I were decent friends throughout our final year.
Yeah.
Same with Zoe.
Oh yeah, that one. I forget people exist. Most of the time.
The reason I'm able to remember them is because those two were like probably the closest thing I had to friends outside of like the people that were already in our friend group.
Yeah.
Also, Zoe had like the distinction of having been Adam's ex-girlfriend.
What do you know?
Which, my God, do I feel bad for that girl.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having been listed off as Adam's ex-girlfriend. Like, fucking the people in our friend group didn't even like Adam.
Ouch. That's well, I'm not gonna question that.
Adam was the Jonathan of our friend group, as well, I'll say. And to make matters worse, he was kind of a smug asshole.
How fun.
You know those people who go like PC Master Race?
Yeah.
He was unironically that.
That's good.
He was legitimately the type of person who thought that if you didn't like Rick and Morty, you just didn't get it because you weren't smart enough for it.
To be fair, you gotta have.
He was the Redditor of our group.
Oh boy. That sounds.
He unironically, legitimately believed that like you needed to be really smart to understand Rick and Morty. Like I could kind of feasibly understand being like really smart to understand some of the bigger science like jargon of like the whole alternate reality like multiverse theory bullshit.
Yeah.
But excuse me, it's still a cartoon, people.
That is true.
Like, sure, I have a really easy time understanding how the multiverse works. I also, like, spent a lot of my time in, like, playing video games, like, reading comics and shit. Of course I understand that easily. I literally, like, grew up not thinking it was an unusual subject. Yeah. I learned about multiverse theory well before the fucking show ever came out just because I looked into it saying, huh, that's cool, I wonder if that's an actual thing that can happen.
Yes.
And people, and like, yeah, the internet straight up explained to me, yeah, there's this theory called multiverse theory in which, like, every action that has ever been taken in history, like, be it as simple as, like, just, like, what you've chosen in a rock, paper, scissors contest, to as, like, grand as, what if, the fucking, like, Paleolithic, era of humanity just kind of fucking died off at, like, right at the end, like, right when it was about to, like, get big. All that shit exists as one universe. Just about any fictional world you can think of exists through the manner of the multiverse theory, just purely on the basis that, shit happens.
Yeah.
And I learned that back in middle school. And that didn't exactly make me a smart person.
Well,
I mean, jury's out on if I'm considered wise, because some people didn't think I was wiser than I probably should have been. But even then, I didn't believe them for a moment there.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that.
But yeah, Zoe was a pretty cool woman.
Yeah.
I say that because by the time I got to know her, she and I were basically already 18.
Yeah.
We were damn near like to adulthood by then.
Yeah. Now you're 22. Old.
I'm gonna be honest, if it weren't for the fact that like I'm like 95% sure she didn't feel about me that way, I probably would have pursued her because I did have a bit of a crush on her.
Well, you're admitting that on the camera, huh?
I mean, like, so what?
I mean, what are the chances of her finding this, to be fair?
Yeah, like, I haven't seen her in ages. In general, like, even if they were like late into the fucking like lifespan, as late as like fucking end of high school, that doesn't really change the fact that yeah, no, that was a crush from ages ago. I didn't really know her all too well enough to like like actually say if I date her like long term or anything like that. I had slight emotions to her, but that doesn't change the fact that, well, did she have emotions for me? Huh?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, that's the point here. My emotions mean jack shit. When in reality, the important thing was what would have been her emotions to it.
I hate this level. Who else was in that class?
There's that one guy who was really into Suicide Squad. I don't remember his name. I just remember that he'd show up in Suicide Squad shirts and stuff like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember. Don't know. Oh.
Kevin was in the class, but he was in an alternate version of the class.
I was transferred to that alternate version after I complained about the class having a rushed atmosphere, and they were like, okay, let's put you in the longer version.
I'm pretty sure that I was not in that version of the class.
You weren't. I'm dead. Right at the end, even. You were in the version I was first in. That I transferred out of. And I'm dying.
I'd say this: the classwork in that class was really easy.
Stupidly easy.
But yeah.
And then there was the final, which you had to write something nice about every person in that class. And,
I don't remember that being the final.
Well, like spring final. That was the final. Write something nice about every person in the class.
I legitimately don't remember that.
Well, that's what it was.
It might have just been the final for the advance for that like long one that you were in.
Oh, no, it was for both.
I don't remember that being a thing.
Well, I guess your memory should.
Especially since I didn't interact with anyone, with many people. I kind of only interacted with the people that I hanged out with.
Well.
Like, Zoe and Emily were people I hanged out with outside of school. I hanged out with you all the time, just mostly in school.
And still here.
Yeah, and fucking Camden was a regular member of the TRC crew.
Yeah. Oof. Going down.
I think, was John Luto in there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
But John Luto was someone I think I already knew well before that.
Yeah.
Because like John Luto was someone I met in freshman year, I think.
Yeah.
Because
I met him through that class.
Because like I'm pretty sure me and him were friends from back in Rosario's class.
He was in the TRC.
Along with Nick. Because like I met most of my friend group back in freshman year.
Yeah.
Like if they were already a part of the TRC by the time you met them, that probably means that I'd met them back in freshman year.
Once you find friends, you just can't bother looking for new ones. Just stuck.
I mean, I'll say this: SAC had that like a whole like thing where we went off to like that one corporation's buildings.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That was fairly fun.
Yeah. Interesting. It was SAP when we went to.
Yeah.
And then the following year they did it again, but instead of SAP we went to Facebook. Kevin went to the Facebook part. God damn it!
SAP was nice.
It was a nice place. They had nice food.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I remember there was an argument on one of the car rides back home on whether or not pineapple belonged on pizza.
It does not.
It does not. I might as well just run a poll in my Discord saying, does pineapple belong on pizza?
If you said yes, shut the fuck up. You don't get an opinion anymore.
If you say yes, I will ban you. No, I probably won't. I'll probably run that just for fun.
Kevin says it does, which is why I say fuck him.
There's now 3 buddies now.
Pretty sure Jonathan might say yeah too.
Yeah, I'll have to ask you next time I see you.
I say Kevin says it does, but I'm pretty sure I've seen him take it out too.
Yeah.
He's just okay with eating pizza that has had pineapple on it.
Jonathan was a late transfer in that class, now that I think about it.
I think so too.
Yeah, he showed up in like middle of 2nd semester. My freshman year.
I remember that they gave me study skills in my final year, like at the last minute too, because like I think I got it in like the 2nd semester.
Yeah, teacher actually warned me about that ahead of time, saying like, "Hey, Steven's gonna be in this class," and I was like, "Oh, okay." But that class was like first class in the morning. I was too dead tired to care.
I remember that like I spent a decent amount of time just sleeping in that class.
I wouldn't blame you. First class of the day,
I mean, I do my math homework, but outside of that,
math was like the only homework I did, except when I didn't have math class. What? Oh, I also did science or English. Science was the only one I worried about in sophomore year because I just didn't want to take science the next year, which I didn't.
I enjoy physics.
I willingly skipped physics.
No, the thing is, I took most of the science classes, but I mean, I had the mandatory biology, and then I had chemistry, which I failed, and then I got physics, which I passed with an even higher score than my biology.
I not exit out of this level.
No,
it's not letting me pause. That's
just go.
Okay, I'm stuck here for eternity.
But like, biology was a fun time. It was my freshman year.
I hated biology.
My teacher was nice enough to allow to basically celebrate Halloween.
Dude, when I moved into the other stat class, they swapped it out with the biology. That was every day because I had to finish it somehow. Well, either that or I could just not do biology and just have just take physics the next year for 1 semester, but I was like, no, I want to get out of the way. I think they even tossed around the option of like putting me in both stat classes, which
man, they must have thought you were.
And they were in for a real treat when I didn't show up half of junior year, first semester. I'm dead.
On some level, you gotta wonder, like, what did they think of you that they needed so much help? Fuck.
Dude, I only showed up for... Junior year, I only showed up for, like, 2 full months. Skipped the entirety of September, and October, and December. And the second my dad took my side, they gave up. And pulled me out. Because, I'm sorry, I think they're kind of scared of him.
I'm scared of your dad.
Oh. I get that from a lot of my friends. You're not the first.
Like, he's legitimately, like, intimidating purely because he's got that, like, fucking... What is it?
He is a U.S. Navy veteran.
Like, the type of person who's just kind of done with most of your friends' shit. And also, like, kind of judge your friends just for being terrible.
He doesn't mind that.
Like, every time I interact with him, I have to, like, try and be as professional as possible. Because I get the feeling that if I don't, he'll straight up, like, look at you and think, why are you friends with this loser?
You know, the same can be said for anyone who just willingly tolerates me.
I mean, yeah, but that's because you straight up don't like pizza.
Well, I can say I've changed my mind since that. Pizza is tolerable.
Did you find something worse to hate that's more common for everybody to love?
Pie.
I honestly understand you there. Unless it's like fucking chocolate cream pie, I straight up don't care for pie.
I don't know what else. If they seriously thought I needed 2 of those glasses, I don't know what they were on.
They might have thought you straight up had antisocial disorder.
No. I had social anxiety. Different thing, though recently I've pretty much gotten over it for the most part. Mostly. It's still there sometimes, but... What the hell?
Imagine.
Imagine I just died right there. I would have cried.
This is a creepypasta that forces you to go back to the beginning of this level.
Time loop.
Man, do you remember creepypastas?
I do. That took 11 minutes.
Jesus.
For an episode that you're meant to speedrun in 2 minutes. I think I'll end the episode there, because it's been 40 minutes. See you next time where I ramble more about